So what I would suggest is dun sa to learn about the new role you're targeting, and then find opportunities within your company, like program for shifting to a different role.
Usually may mga chances yan to take on task na open for someone to take over. So
Yeah.
just say yes, right?
Yeah.
It always starts with you saying yes.
Yeah, agree.
Welcome to Kaka Computer Podcast, where tech meets wit and wisdom. I'm Andre, and
I'm Migs.
all right. So, Migs, let me ask you. So, ano ba yung mga factors when someone is considering IT? So, ano ba yung usual na career path na available for them?
Sobrang daming available na career path sa IT. But one thing na I would definitely consider is strength and weaknesses ko. So, saan ba ako magaling? During my study, saan ba ako medyo mahina? So, normally when you study, you'll find your strength na may mga tao na they find their strength in programming, wherein they excel sa mga programming activities. Meron din naman na on design activities. So, then normally yung mga skills na tinuturo sa'yo sa schools that you excels, normally may katumbas yun na role sa IT industry. So for example, if you're great at programming, you could be like a software engineer na specialized on front end or specialized on back end, or it could be a full stack. While if you're good at design, like you excel sa mga class mo, like creating presentation, creating videos, graphics, then you might be a good candidate for a UI/UX designer. So yeah, sobrang dami, and I think that's something that you would know kung saan ka magaling habang nag-aaral ka. And yeah.
Ako naman kasi parang medyo napunta ko into IT ng medyo college na, and it's really different sa akin kasi I came from a biology background. So parang I kind of lean towards more of, inalign ko siya towards my hobby. So parang let's say I'm interested in tinkering, diba?
Okay.
With like devices. So parang I tend to align it in terms of ano yung naging career ko, which is to like build parang automated SMS stuff. So parang ganun, no?
Yeah. Interesting. How about can you give me, ano ba yung mga popular na career path ngayon sa IT?
Usually, parang ang nauso ngayon is more on actually cloud engineering kasi parang na-hype siya as a high-paying career.
Oh,
right?
Okay. Totoo ba na high-paying ang
Well,
cloud engineer?
well, based on parang mga friends natin in the industry na parang they're really aiming to take certifications kasi talagang once you get the job as a cloud engineer, talagang laging may demand. There's always a demand. So, hindi lang siya basta like high paying, but it's also because it's really in demand.
Yeah. I think I agree with that kasi in my line of work, under kami ng software development, majority of our clients are actually transitioning from on-prem to cloud.
Yeah.
And normally, cloud engineer will be needed for the migration. So, I think that's also what triggers the industry, yung mga companies na nagdi-digital transformation, moving from on-prem to cloud or to hybrid. So yeah, mas nagkakaroon talaga siya ng demand. Yeah.
I think aside from that, medyo technical kasi yung like cloud engineering. Kasi may mga iba na nagka-career shift. So medyo nauso din actually mga creative careers, like yung to become a UX designer or a product owner, kanyan. So paano kaya ma-explore, like how can someone explore yung, let's say, gusto mo nila i-try yung different IT field or career? Ano yung pwede nilang pasukin muna?
I think sa akin, ang na-observe is parang meron dalawang ways eh. Normally, during the school, magkakaroon kayo ng mga school project. Then, may opportunity na magkaroon kayo ng different role. For example, in a thesis project or a capstone project, normally, it will be a team. Tapos, meron dyan mga magiging in charge on documentation. Meron iba in charge sa programming. And yung iba, magiging in charge sa design. So, in a way, medyo nakakaroon na rin sila ng exposure on ano ba yung ginagawa ng UI/UX designer. So, I wish na lahat ng school ginagawa siya. And another one siguro is yung pinaka-common na nakita ko is through internship talaga. So, apply for internship. Try mo maging software engineer intern, then try mo maging quality engineer intern. So, you could try different role during your internship. And if your course permit, you could probably end up like trying at least 2 to 3 roles. And before you even decide kung ano ba talaga yung gusto mong gawin.
Actually, speaking of, kasi yung sa mo more of like, as pag IT student ka, right?
Yeah.
Parang coming from someone na talagang hobbyist. So, parang I really get to explore it when I tried hackathons.
Yeah.
Diba, parang iba-iba yung role nyo doon. So, pwede kang maging more into coding, pwede ikaw gagawa ng pitch deck, ikaw yung manage. So, you get to really explore what you like best.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I agree with that. Marami rin ako nasalihan na hackathon back then. And yun, na-notice ko ngayon, meron akong mga kasama na sila yung taga-pitch. So, I totally agree na it's also an avenue for you to try out the different roles in the IT industry.
Yeah. Let's give this time to actually thank our sponsor, Tutorials Dojo, your one-stop learning portal. So, make sure to check them out.
And yeah, if you're finding this discussion helpful, don't forget to subscribe and share our podcast with others who might be interested. Yeah. So, let's say, you already committed to, already selected your first IT career. How do you transition between different careers in IT? Let's say you want to career shift from a software engineer to, like, say, a UI UX designer. Yeah.
I guess it's just starting to be more of a T-shaped individual talaga from the beginning. Make sure to always have a depth. Let's say, for example, you're more into programming. So, try to master that as much as possible. Pero, of course, sometimes you feel like burnt out or you want to explore parang new type of career. So, just try to at least expand your horizon. Just to explore. At least you can start on that.
Yeah, I think my opinion on this is, normally, depende siya kung ano yung current role mo and yung target na role mo. If it's a bit closer, medyo adjacent to sa ginagawa mo. For example, you're currently a software engineer focused on front end, then you wanted to adopt like a back end specialization, it's easier to change. But if medyo malayo siya, for example, from a software engineer, gusto mo maging, let's say, quality engineer. So, medyo, di ba, magkaiba na yung responsibilities nun. So, magagamit mo pa rin naman yung foundational knowledge that you got from your original role. Pero, iba na talaga yung yung responsibilities niya. So, what I would suggest is, first is really try to dedicate some time dun sa to learn about the new role you're targeting, and then maybe try to find opportunities within your company, like baka merong program for shifting to a different role, or request to be transferred to another project wherein you can try out that role. But yeah, you really have to dedicate some time on your own free time to fast track yung yung career yung pag-shift.
Yeah, no. I mean, sometimes you get to be part of a team, and usually may mga chances yan to take on, let's say parang there's a task na open for someone to take over. So just say yes, right?
Yeah.
It always starts with you saying yes.
Yeah, agree.
Given na yung career natin is wala siyang license, right? We're leaning more towards certification and continued education. So ano yung role ng pagkuha ng, let's say, as a cloud engineer taking that certificate? So how can these type of certification help me advance yung career ko as an IT professional?
Yeah, I think in my case as one of the people who look at the CVs, who check yung background ng mga applicants, I would say na optional sa akin yung mga certification, but definitely yung may mga certification, it kind of give me an idea how disciplined this person is. Kasi normally, for example, you want to take like AWS certification, you really have to study, prepare. You really need to dedicate some time for you to get the certification and pass the exam. So it shows me that your dedication is there. So during the interview, I would probably just ask like, how's the experience? How did you do it? So yeah, if you don't have a certificate, that's also okay. I would also ask you questions about it, about things you're doing currently related to this role that you're applying for. Yeah, for me, it's optional, but there's definitely some value in having some certifications.
Yeah.
How about you?
Kasi in my perspective, kasi parang what I think of certificates is they're like more of trophies.
Yeah.
Parang it's like a reflection of how experienced I am. So parang I prefer taking the certification once I have the experience. What's your take on that?
I think that kind of makes sense. Yeah. Since it would be easier for you to pass the certification, and more get I've already done this like for years. Then now it's time for me to get the certification to prove that I'm really capable for this competency. Yeah. How about I think in our careers, diba, parang one of the things that really would be helpful to our careers is really finding a mentor. In your case, like, how do you find a mentor?
Kasi when I started talaga in my career, given na I came from a different course in college, so what really helped me is as a mentor, yung talagang experts in the community. So parang you really have to like me as an introvert type of person, parang naglakas loob talaga ako to say hi to kasi minsan when you go to events, ibang may mga speakers yan. Yun, parang try to connect with them minsan via LinkedIn. Like you don't
Yeah.
have to like ask them agad, but just kasi minsan pwede mo siya indirect. You don't have to
Yeah.
talk to them. You can follow them on their socials and you can get a lot of, let's say, mentoring in
Yeah.
that aspect. Pero you can also like try to just send them a message. So parang you can ask them, I'm trying to look for a career in IT. What can I do? What can I take? Am I doing correct?
Yeah. I think sa akin naman, during college pa lang, parang meron na talaga akong parang nahanap ng mga mentor. Normally, yung mga kaklase mong magagaling eh.
Yeah.
Tapos, meron akong mga naging kaklase na parang they already have experience working as a software engineer.
Yeah.
Tapos, they're just doing like a part-time classes. So, normally, I would hang up with them, ask them about their work, what did they do. So, normally sila rin yung nag-influence talaga sa akin na maging software engineer. And then, during work naman, normally yung ma-assign sa'yo na supervisor, hopefully, siya expert din siya dun sa field na pinili mo. For example, you're a QA, then you will be assigned to a QA manager. Normally, siya na rin yung magiging mentor mo talaga eh. So, you wanna build relationship with that person and make sure na you're learning every day talaga sa work.
Ano yung mabibigay mong advice to someone that still feels very uncertain sa pinipili niyang IT career or path?
Yeah, I think sa akin, one thing is really try to talk to people who've already chosen their career path in IT. How did they come up with that decision? So to give you some perspective and really try to learn from them, how did they arrive with that decision? But if you're still undecided, what I would do is try it out. Like you've probably selected like 3 career path, and you're not sure which one to take, then just try one. Then you can always shift to another one if you're not happy with that role.
Tsaka the beauty of IT is that it's always evolving. So
Yeah.
if you feel like you're not into that type of work anymore, there's definitely a lot of things for you to explore, right?
Yeah.